For thousands of years, humans have brought animals into war. Horses changed mobility. Dogs aided tracking. But no animal altered the psychology of battle like the elephant. In ancient Asia, war elephants were not just weapons. They were strategic assets, psychological tools, and symbols of royal authority. Today, we examine how they worked, biologically, tactically, and culturally, and why even armies like that of Alexander the Great struggled against them. The Asian elephant, Elephas maximus, can weigh between 4,000 to 6,000 kilograms. But size alone does not explain their battlefield value. Elephants are highly intelligent, trainable, and socially aware. When properly handled by a mahout, a trained rider, they could respond to commands under extreme stress. In pre-modern warfare, battles relied heavily on formation stability. Infantry lines needed to hold position. Cavalry required disciplined horses. Elephants disrupted both. Their smell caused horses to panic. Their mass could break tightly packed infantry, and their height provided a mobile platform for archers and spear throwers. This was not random chaos. It was controlled intimidation. In 326 BCE, during the Battle of the Hydaspes River, Alexander the Great faced King Porus of the Indian subcontinent. Ancient historian Arrian records that Porus deployed approximately 200 war elephants. This was unfamiliar terrain for the Macedonian army. Alexander's phalanx formation relied on tightly packed soldiers holding long spears. Elephants could push directly into these formations, breaking cohesion. Greek accounts describe horses refusing to approach the animals. Infantry struggled to attack something elevated, armored, and moving unpredictably. Alexander adapted. Instead of engaging head-on, he targeted the handlers and used mobility to exhaust the elephants. Eventually, the Macedonians prevailed, but the battle demonstrated that elephants could neutralize even one of history's most disciplined armies. The lesson was clear. Elephants were not invincible, but they forced strategic adaptation. In Sri Lanka, elephants played both military and ceremonial roles. The Mahavamsa, a major historical chronicle of the island, references elephants in royal campaigns and state processions. Unlike open plains warfare, Sri Lanka's terrain, dense forests and uneven ground, made elephants especially useful. They could navigate terrain that cavalry struggled with. In defensive warfare, they served as shock units, protecting fortifications and projecting authority. But their role extended beyond combat. They symbolized sovereignty. To command elephants was to demonstrate control over nature itself, a powerful political message. In Siam, modern-day Thailand, elephants were deeply integrated into statecraft and warfare. Royal war elephants were status symbols. Historical Thai chronicles describe elephant duels between kings, symbolic confrontations representing sovereignty and dominance. These were not random spectacles. They reinforced legitimacy. The elephant became a living emblem of state power. This blending of military function and sacred symbolism gave elephants a dual role. They were weapons, and they were ideology. Despite their advantages, war elephants had weaknesses. They required extensive training and care. They could panic under intense injury or fire. If they turned, they could trample their own troops. As military technology evolved, especially with disciplined ranged weapons and later gunpowder, elephants became increasingly vulnerable. By the early modern period, their battlefield relevance declined, but their symbolic power did not. War elephants shaped Asian warfare for centuries. They combined biology, psychology, and strategy in a way few military tools ever have. They forced generals to rethink formation warfare. They embodied royal legitimacy, and they demonstrated how deeply human conflict has always relied on the natural world. In studying war elephants, we are not just studying animals. We are studying how power is constructed, physically, psychologically, and culturally.